Alright guys, so we're lined up on the strip. Sorry I didn't get much video on the way up here, but first race is against a 2015 Mustang 5.0 with an automatic. So we'll see how we do here. We're a few cars back, and we'll make this first pass and see how it goes. I missed that last shift pretty bad, but not a bad launch. I'll take it for my first run. All right, second run, running against a 2010 Grand Sport. Looks like a pretty awesome vehicle, so we'll see how this one goes. Hopefully we can be a little easier on the throttle in the launch, so I don't spin as much, and then hopefully I won't be an idiot and miss third gear. That was like 82. I had him off the line, and I think that guy has maybe like a supercharger, because he had something that just ripped through that second through third gear pole. Holy smokes. Woo! That was awesome. This round we're going against a 71 Mustang. Not really sure what he has in it. A good looking car though. It sounds good, so we'll see what he can run. Also in that last run on the Grand Sport, he's running a Procharger with cam and heads and all kinds of good stuff. So that car is pretty beast. At the finish line on that one. Gonna do it for me on the track today. It was super fun. I've never ran just flat out like that in a scenario like this, I should say. And man, it sure was a blast. It's freaking hot out here. I'm sweating like crazy, as you can probably tell. But I ran against a lot of fast cars. Most of the cars I ran against today, and I apologize, I didn't get crazy good footage. It's just kind of hard. It's just you run, you stop, you come back, and you go again. There's no time to prep really. So I wasn't able to set up cameras too much, but what I did get, I hope you enjoy. And anyways, what I was saying was most of the cars I ran against today were forced induction. Most of them were supercharged, or were running like I ran against a guy that had like a Vortex supercharger, and then a couple Procharged cars. It turns out that Grand Sport I ran against, he was running a Procharger with full cam heads. Bunch of other stuff, and that's a fast car, so he's probably one of the faster ones today. There's a couple strictly drag cars, like some old ones, but I didn't run against any of those guys. Beat beat like an old 71 Fox body, or not Fox body, like kind of fastback Mustang. That was a good race. Had some troubles in the last 2 runs. I don't know if the video will be able to tell, but I was really struggling to get off the line and keep it straight without spinning on that first one. And then the second one, I left all my traction management on, and it just kind of cut my power right at the beginning, because it's not a prepped track, you know. This is just asphalt, so you're just kind of spinning there unless you can get that initial hook. I think the left side lane was better for me. I seemed to hook better over there. The right side I only ran twice on that one. Yeah, twice over there, and I spun really bad both times. Or I should say the first time, and then I had traction on that first time, and it started to spin, and it just shut me down pretty bad. So, kind of unfortunate I didn't do better, but it's my first time ever drag race, anything like that. The car ran great. My temperatures never once spiked or anything like that. Air to fuel was good. Boost came in really nice. Only thing was I didn't get great traction, but I'm running on my street tires, and I didn't air them down or anything, because I do have to drive like 3 hours back home on these tires, and I don't have an air compressor with me, or didn't want to have to go around and try to find one from one of these guys. So I didn't do anything like that. So for what I did, I'm pretty happy with it. However, it makes me want to go faster, that's for sure. So maybe future mods coming up on the Camaro, but we'll see from there. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day. Take it easy. What's going on, guys? Back in the garage here. As you can see, the Camaro is, well, it's put away, but it is extremely dirty. I got dust everywhere. Look at this. This is terrible for me. I haven't washed it. We just got back last night, and I just watched the footage of the drag races, and I figured I owed a quick explanation to you guys, because I know I did an outro at the end of that video, but I want to make another one here and just kind of explain that I had a bunch of footage, and some of it got messed up, so there wasn't very much to put into this video. So footage isn't great by any means, and also it was very hard. I wanted to get some outside shots, like here on the back of the car, or up on the front, something like that. But unfortunately, that event was so. The greatest thing about it is there was not a lot of rules, and it was easy just to run, and you just kind of ran, no problem at all. The worst part about it was I didn't have any time to prep to put any cameras or anything like that on the car, or even mentally prep, because I could tell after watching the footage, I wasn't thinking through like my launches. I let the clutch out way too fast every single time, and then my shifts were just always off. And I don't know, I made a bunch of like kind of test passes here in town, and I always did great, no lift shifts. I was just ripping through gears, no problem. And then when I got up there, I just didn't do very well. And I think it was just kind of nerves, and I had a bunch of people up there kind of watching me, like my girlfriend's family's from up there. They were watching me, and I was nervous, and just a bunch of little things like that. Nothing really big deal. I still ran good, in my opinion. I saw 85 miles an hour on the speedo a couple times, and in an 8th mile, I think that's pretty dang good. So I'm happy with it, and I ran against a lot of fast cars, man. A lot of fast cars. All of them except for 2 or 3 that I ran against were pretty much purpose-built drag cars. The rest of them, I mean, like, they had drag radials, superchargers, methanol injection, all kinds of built stuff, you know, 5-point harnesses, race seats, all kinds of stuff. And I'm just over here with my daily. So it was cool because nobody cares if you win or lose. You just are running your car for fun. But you don't get matched up with anybody that isn't even really race. You know, I ran against a couple guys that I would easily beat. I ran against a couple guys that made me look like I was driving a Prius. That's just how it is in that type of event. So you can't be mad about that. Like I said, specifically to this car, it ran very good for what it is. I'm happy with it. I had a blast, and I just figured I owed that a little bit of an explanation of kind of what I was doing. I ran against a couple Mustangs that were drag cars. I ran against an older Mustang that wasn't. I ran against that Grand Sport, which had like beyond a lot of horsepower. He didn't tell me what numbers because he said he didn't know, but I mean, he had a brand new Pro Charger on it, cam heads, fully built motor pretty much, and it was ripping. Like, it was a fast car. So, and then just everything else. It was a fast event, actually. I was very surprised, honestly, for what kind of town that is. It's a very small town, but there's a lot of people that traveled in from other cities, other states actually, and yeah, there's some drag cars there for sure. So anyways, with that all being said, I got more footage of the drive home, going through the tunnels and the canyons that we'll probably put in maybe the next video. But if you're wanting to see some of that, go check out my last video. I thought it turned out pretty cool. A little quick one, nothing too big, but a little music, little turbo sounds, just kind of fun. So with that being said, thank you so much for watching. Go browse the channel. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that subscribe button, of course, and we'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.